Can we have a moment for season 5 of The Boys? Hello everyone, welcome to Can We Have a Moment? I am your host, Adam Carroll, and today we're just taking a quick moment to discuss season 5 of The Boys. I'm just gonna sit here and rant about all the things I've really enjoyed so far and talking about people's reaction to it. Holy shit. For example, if I have to hear one more The Boys fan say, I'm so tired of these filler episodes. You've clearly have never watched a season of television in your life. If you think any of the episodes of The Boys so far in season 5 have been quote-unquote filler episodes, go watch a fucking season of, I don't know, Smallville from like the early 2000s, where it was like 26 episodes a fucking season. Go watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Go watch any of those fucking shows and then come back to me and then tell me what a fucking filler episode is. Oh my god. Like and okay, the first episode everyone called a filler episode was when they went to go get the V1 out of like the place where Soldier Boy was originally like tested on and shit, and everyone was like, this is a filler episode, this is a filler episode. No, it's fucking not! You psychos! It is not a filler episode. I just bit my lip. It's not a fucking filler episode. Like, all the stuff with Soldier Boy and Homelander, showing that Homelander is not fucking immune to the uranium shit when Soldier Boy locks him in there. All of the conversations they have about Claire Vaught, fucking important. Annie, Starlight going back to see her dad, all of that shit is fucking important. If you don't build any of this shit, fight scenes, the climax will feel hollow. It will have nothing. Now, maybe it's gonna feel hollow and nothing anyways, because maybe they will fumble it in the next two episodes. I don't know. Let's wait and see. But the idea that was quote unquote a filler episode, I don't think you all have ever watched TV before in your life. How much higher am I gonna get? Like, y'all, let's get our shit together here, okay? The other episode that they're like, oh, this was a filler episode, was the one where it's from different people's perspectives. Okay, sure. The bit with the dog, filler, maybe. I don't know. Also just a fun little bit that they did. But that whole episode about Firecracker is fucking important. You can't have a climax without showing the leopard eating the people's faces. Ah! And she was amazing, by the way. Fucking incredible. She was so good. Like their whole scene at the end before Homelander literally fucking kills her. She had just sold her soul on live TV, turned her back on everything, sold her soul to fucking Homelander, and that still wasn't enough for him. Just like Pam Bondi in the United States, selling her soul for Donald Trump, and that still wasn't enough for him. And he fucking fired her, and her fucking picture frame showed up in the trash literally the next fucking day. The leopards eat her fucking face. And that's literally what happens with Firecracker. She goes back, and he literally says to her, get out, leave, pack your bags, get out. He was gonna let her leave and not kill her. He was just gonna let her go. But she knew, I have nothing to go back to. This is all I have. You made me give up everything for you, and this is all I have. And then she literally pours out her heart to him and literally says to him, like, I'm the only one who's ever gonna fucking love you. I'm the only one who ever can love you, whatever the fuck. And he couldn't admit that. He couldn't let that in. So instead he kills her. Wild. Absolutely wild. But that actress was crazy good. Insanely good. Like, goddamn. And I loved how also in the next episode when Starlight sees her body in the morgue, and her and Huey kind of have that moment of like, oh, this was probably Homelander. Homelander most likely did this. You know, you could have had Starlight kind of like spit on her body, you know, because they were, you know, I think like in season 2 or 3 they show that they had a history and a bullying history in their younger days. But goddamn, she didn't, you know, she just was like, she was a human being, she was a person. This is sad. This is heartbreaking. Sold her soul to the wrong fucking person. Shouldn't have sold her soul to begin with, but she sold her soul. So that was, I really like that. I really like that Annie had that moment with Huey and Firecracker's corpse. The other thing people are saying is that Soldier Boy's motivation does not make sense for when at the end Homelander or Soldier Boy gives Homelander the V1. Yeah, actually, it makes complete fucking sense. What the fuck are you talking about? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make sense because he hates his son. Yeah, but do you know who he loves? His son's fucking mother. That's my guess. I'm assuming. Clara Vought. And in all those filler episodes, all the fucking filler episodes, each one of them had a moment talking about Clara Vought and clearly how important she is to Soldier Boy. And what does Clara Vought say in like season 2 to Homelander? Oh, I don't know. Frederick Vought would have like fucking loved you, and like you're like the epitome of everything we've ever wanted. Blue hair, white skin, I'm a Nazi. Fuck! That is exactly what Clara Vought would have wanted, and that is exactly why Soldier Boy fucking did it. Are you kidding? Of course. Of course, of course, of course. And then for Sister Sage, they're like, I'm the smartest girl in the world. This doesn't make sense. This can't be. You pushed him here. You literally just showed a video of her with her fucking fucked up face and the nubs and everything beating off Homelander. Come on. So anyone who's saying that doesn't match his motivation, y'all fucked. Y'all need to get your shit together. Watch some TV. Like, watch some story progression. Learn about story arcs and character arcs and all that shit. Because I don't think you know what you're fucking talking about. Last thing I want to bring up. I mean, we could talk about Black Noir. And The Deep. I don't know how I still don't really know how I feel about that. I want to see more. I want to see how that's dealt with in the next episode. To see how I kind of care about it, but like, I don't know, people getting mad like, oh, the Black Noir, this is how Black Noir goes out. Like, I don't know, I don't really care. This also isn't the original Black Noir, and then for the past 5 episodes, Black Noir and The Deep have just been kind of going at each other. So like, yeah, and also it's The Deep. I don't know, I feel like he's just a bit more important to like the overall story of the boys that we're in, especially because this is not Black Noir. It's a fake Black Noir. So I don't know why people are getting all upset about that, but maybe I'm missing something. The last thing I want to talk about is Homelander's conversation that he has with oh fuck, I've forgotten his name, the older gentleman who worked at the movie theater in the last episode, who worked for Vought at one point. Eugene, go lie down, dude. Who worked at Vought at one point. Basically tossing out old superheroes when their time is done. He kind of explains that. I thought that moment was fucking amazing. It was literally the first time we've seen, and I'm gonna go ahead and assume this is the first time Homelander has literally had any sort of like father figure moment. And he literally says to him at one point, you know, you're not scared of me. And the guy's like, no, I'm not scared of you. I feel for you. And that's kind of how I do feel for the guy. Like, this guy was fucking tortured and shit. He's just kind of going about all this shit the wrong fucking way, and it's kind of wild. And so it was nice to have that moment, like pats him on the back. And I don't know, I thoroughly, I've watched that scene probably like 8 times now. I thought it was just so incredible. And just, you know, his Homelander is surrounded, much like fucking Donald Trump is and other fucking dictators. They're surrounded by yes men all the time because that's all they can handle. Their thin skin can't fucking handle anything else. So to have this guy just flat out be like, yeah, this is just the way it is, and just to be honest with him, I just thought that was so fucking beautiful. And like, wouldn't be surprised if you see that as like, if we later on see, I don't know, Homelander with like his head cut off, or like, you know, and he's just like alive but like kind of useless and dead or something. You hear like that voiceover or something of what he says to him about how like this is just inevitable. And the more you fight the inevitable, the more the inevitable just punts you. Quoting. Anyways, y'all, that's all I really have to say about The Boys Season 5 so far and people's reaction to The Boys. If you like this video, please thumbs it up. Make sure you're subscribing. Share this video share this video with your friends. Thank you for taking a moment with me today. Eugene, you have anything you want to say? No? Okay, cool. All right, guys. See you later.